PoPolitickin. We get busy.
Welcome to the PoPolitickin Show. Founded in 2008, PoPolitickin is a hip-hop meets self-help brand. With each interview, we teach the babies and share success secrets with you, the listener. Past guests of the PoPolitickin Show include Yo Gotti, Currency, MC Light, BG, Dead Prez, Rashida, Project Pat, and more. We also showcase the future upcoming stars of hip-hop. Subscribe on iTunes and get automatic updates of each podcast episode.
PoPolitickin.com.
Yo, it's Ardee, aka Chef Boy. We on a PoPolitickin Show. Make sure y'all check me out on that Instagram, that D.Ardee. Peace.
Daniel, son. I'm in the booth right now. I got my shirt off because it's 95 degrees outside. Just gonna make this hotter. Hey.
She been tryna tell me for a while. Didn't take her for the freaky type, no. Even though she stand out in the crowd. Been it so I don't believe the hype, nah. She seen that I've been flexing for a while, but I think she fresh up out of luck, yeah. She been tryna tell me for a while, she don't really give up, yeah. She gon' drop for the pot, damn shawty, she done sold out. Clout, been finesse a lot of you don't know about. Shawty in the club, eyes open, she a Gold Scout. Burn, but I learned, never hiking up that old route. That's a rap, yeah, that's a catch, oh yeah, man. That's a trap, that's a gift, and that's the fifth one for the week. That's a text, not a hope, but she know which really got it. Go and shoot your shot, best friend, finna swat it. On my case, cause the smoking louder. Girls screaming and you see her going sour. Get me dirty so I f***ed her in the shower. Ooh, man, I wish I never found her. Never ever had a ghost rider. Till I turned her to a ghost rider. Ooh, that got her so moist, that Rolls Royce. Haters only making no noise. Baby girl, she switching all these spaces like a traffic light. Grasping the anatomy under photographic lights. Telling me I ain't shit, but they gon' get the same shit. I'm such a bitch, and yeah, I'm just a man she came with. Came with. Yeah, she came with. She came with. All these on that fool. She been tryna tell me for a while. Didn't take her for the freaky type, no. Even though she stand out in the crowd. Been it so I don't believe the hype, nah. She seen that I've been flexing for a while, but I think she fresh up out of luck, yeah. She been tryna tell me for a while, and she don't really give up, yeah. No shame at all. As a kitty candle be crawling. Pull up on the money if he ballin'. She gon' get away, he won't get the rain falling, yeah. Oh, she a thigh, ain't no. In the vid, putting on a show. Fat, but her body hollow. Only about to follow. Man, I hate that action. I'ma have to exit. She won't get inside, saying, why ain't bring the Lexus? Told me I'm alright, but I really ain't your best shit. There been sometimes, man, I wish I never said it. Girl thinking that she never do wrong. She got a love for the lifestyle too strong. I need a new John, something not a true on. Yeah, she got that bomb, but gotta move on. Ay, yeah, flex, gotta move on. Yeah, move on. Yeah, nigga, yeah, move on. Hey, she been doing this for too long. She been tryna tell me for a while. Didn't take her for the freaky type, no. Even though she stand out in the crowd. Been it so I don't believe the hype, nah. She seen that I've been flexing for a while, but I think she fresh up out of luck, yeah. She been tryna tell me for a while, and she don't really give up, yeah.
PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Make sure you subscribe to our podcast on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to podcasts. I'm now politicking with DRD. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm wonderful, man. So I was looking at your social media. I saw Boston and I saw Bridgeport. So I just want you to talk about your community, like where you from and stuff like that.
Yeah, all right. So I was born in Bridgeport, so I grew up in Bridgeport. I spent the first 18 years of my life in Bridgeport, so that's where kind of like, I went to school out here. My family still lives here in Connecticut, so that's where I'm originally from. And then, once I graduated high school, I actually went to college out in Boston. So ever since I, started going to college, I graduated, decided to stay out there. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm based out of right now.
All right. And then how long you been doing music and what got you into it?
Music been a big thing in my family pretty much my whole life, So my dad actually, he plays the guitar, he plays the violin. All his brothers, they were all, musicians. And so just kind of growing up, that's always been around me. So, I've learned to play the piano probably when I was around 6 years old, and then we moved on to guitar probably when I was around 10 years old. So it's been happening the whole time. But as far as like the whole hip hop, kind of scene goes, I think I wrote my first song when I was like 9 years old. So it's been a while, and I've just been rapping ever since. So yeah, and then eventually that kind of led into the whole producing thing. So I started making beats when I was a teenager, and then it just one thing pretty much led to another. So yeah, that's where we at today. So it's been a journey.
And then what is hip hop to you, and why is it important?
Well, hip hop kind of it just plays a huge role just because it's what's been around the whole life. I have a lot of cousins. Kind of one of the youngest people in my family. So I grew up listening to a lot of that stuff just from them. So I was real influenced by them, and just it's just a big part of the culture. Just growing up, it's always around. It pretty much fills the air. Kind of dictates kind of how you live your life. What kind of things you're interested in, and it at the same time, I feel like it's something that I connected with really well, just because you can put more lyrics into hip hop. You got your pop songs, you got your country songs. You can only say so much in those songs, I guess. Hip hop, you got a whole 16 bars. It's 3 different verses. There's so much you can say in one song, so that kind of like really connects with me, and I feel like it connects with a lot of different people. So that's pretty much that's a big part of what hip hop does for me.
Now, who are some of your influences?
Well, when it comes to writing songs and rapping, pretty much anybody can really influence me. Really, I'm influenced by all types of guys. Going back to the '90s, even to today, like I can find influence in guys like Lil Pump and guys like that. But yeah, I really kind of studied, guys like the whole rhyme scheme that comes with Eminem and his wordplay. Even back to like Jay-Z guys, and just trying to figure out what it is that they're doing that's so successful. Trying to understand how they put the words together. So there's also guys like Kanye West, J. Cole. So the influence kind of reaches a bunch of different generations. Not just one generation. And then when it comes to beat making, because I actually make a lot of my own beats. And then when it comes to that, I'm looking at guys like kind of Dr. Dre. Just it's crazy, but it's just a feeling I get from him, particularly with his beats. Like you almost know when it's a Dre beat, to be honest with you. So I kind of try to learn from him. And even today's producers, guys like Metro Boomin, guys like Mike Will, all the way down to like TM88. Some guys that most people probably haven't even heard of. So yeah, there's influences from all over the place, to be honest with you. So.
And then I was listening to your SoundCloud. I was trying to figure out your style, because I was hearing some singing, I was hearing some rapping, I was hearing some auto-tune. So how would you describe your style? I heard a lot of different stuff going on.
Yeah, a big thing is that, again, like how I have mentioned before, I'm influenced by everything, to be honest with you, you know, so I don't really want to just stay in one lane. Like, that's just not, you know, the game plan that I had always intended. So, like, even back to the album, if you go and listen to the album, the whole not the whole purpose, but, you know, a big theme throughout that album was to try to create different sounds for each track. So I wanted, you know, it's all hip-hop, but I wanted to kind of explore, you know, and show that hip-hop has more than, you know, one kind. It's more than one thing, you know what I'm saying? So, and that was kind of like in the middle of the whole, you know, old head, young guy kind of debate. So, like, I kind of want to touch, you know, all types of different type of people. So that's kind of like the whole thing, you know. So I wouldn't really say I have a particular sound. It's kind of hard to describe just because I like to do everything and try to experiment with everything, which I think kind of plays a big part of, you know, the whole DRD sound, is just the whole versatility part of it. So I can't really say it's a particular sound per se because, you know, I try to stay out of the box.
And then, like, any new listeners, they just finding out about you, like, why should they follow you and go check out your music and stuff?
Well, the reason why you should care about DRD is just because, you know, again, I'm the type of artist that can, you know, give you everything. You know, you're not just gonna come to me for one particular sound or one particular style. So I mean, the thing about me is that I want to be able to give people everything. You know, get them to feel different things. You know, not just one thing. So I feel like I'm the type of artist that can kind of give that to, you know, the audience. So I can give them a lot of different vibes that probably most artists probably can't really do. So that's what I feel.
So what, I guess, like, what like, I guess, what you say, like, what artist would you compare yourself to the most?
Artists I compare myself to the most, damn. I guess I find a lot of similarities kind of with my music in guys like Travis Scott and guys like Made in Tokyo. I don't know if you ever heard of Made in Tokyo.
Yeah, I heard of him.
Yeah, so I mean, guys like that. I mean, it's not like super mainstream dudes, but they're pretty up there. But I find a lot of similarities between those two and kind of the music I make and the kind of music that they make. You know, the whole style that they write their songs, and I guess the pattern that they're putting their words in and the whole lyricism. So I would say those two guys kind of the most similar to what I'm doing.
All right, and I know you dropped Fast Travel Alone last year. So I just want you to
March
talk
of last
about
year.
Yeah, talk about the album and any other current projects you got going on.
All right. Well, that album actually started. I started writing that album probably, you know, towards my last year in college. So it took a little under 2 years probably to make that album. So I mean, the whole idea, how I had explained before, was, you know, the big theme was trying to figure out what the sound was going to be. So I wanted to be able to give people all these different sounds and different styles to pull from. So what I had attempted to do was kind of just put different styles of hip hop together. So that was the biggest theme of the album. And at the same time, I guess that album kind of plays a huge role as far as you know, independence. There's a lot of lyrics in that particular album that's really kind of independence or about independence, just because of the whole idea of trying to move, you know, over from Bridgeport, going to Boston, you know, being on my own in the city, and just trying to find my lane and trying to figure out who I was as a person, as a young guy. And so that's a huge theme. So those two things were kind of like the biggest goals that I had in creating that album. And then as far as current projects right now, I actually I released Headlights, which is a single that we dropped back in February alongside, you know, one of my good friends. He go by the name Suave E. And then I just released a single last week called For a While. And I guess the game plan right now is, you know, I'm not really trying to drop any albums anytime soon. I'm trying to focus on singles, just because I feel like, you know, the whole idea of an album, you putting out 15 songs at once, you know what I'm saying? And then you got to wait a whole another year to put down another 15 to 20 songs. So, my whole thing right now is to kind of focus on singles, try to push one song at a time. So, I mean, I'll probably be doing that even into the next year. So I'll probably be giving people about, give them time to focus on one song at a time for the next year. And the next single is looking to come out by the end of this month. So by the end of June, we'll probably have another song out there, another video out there. So it's coming.
Say, what did you go to college for, and what school did you go to?
I went to Wentworth Institute of Technology. That's in Boston. I actually studied construction management, so I got a bachelor's degree in construction management.
Yeah, cause I be saying, be a lot of artists with, they be going to school, going to degrees, but they don't talk about it. But it be like the ones you wouldn't even think go, like, it'd be like Lil Xan, like, and they got a master's and shit. You be like, what?
Oh, does he?
No, I'm just saying, like, they don't be hyping it, but I'm saying a lot of artists be having degrees and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the only dude I can think of at the top of my head right now is J. Cole that got a degree. I don't really know about anybody else that got.
But I always say as an artist too, I say like that if you get that college like market, you should be on, because if you get that market, that age group, I feel like it should be, is that a demographic you try to target, like the college fan base?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm 24 years old, so I mean that kind of was the whole crowd. That's the people who were listening to my music, going through college, and kind of the people that grew up, kind of in my age bracket. So I mean that's kind of where the focus is. Trying to go a little younger, trying to see if we kind of target, probably like a late teenager to kind of like early 20s. So that's kind of the demographic that we're trying to get into.
Then what are your interests outside of music?
Outside of music, big thing, I'm a big sports person. So, I mean, I love playing basketball. I love football, like all that stuff. I played soccer in high school. So, I mean, I watch a lot of sports. And even outside of the whole music thing, like, I always been kind of an artistic kind of person. So, I'll even, do some sketches, draw. I'm actually, doing my own video editing. I'm doing my own cover art, all that kind of stuff. So those are some of the things. I mean, it all ties back into music, but at the same time, it's kind of, those are some hobbies that I've had throughout my whole life, and I'm just using those skills to kind of help, push the music. So, yeah.
And then, what are some things you do as far as personal development?
Personal development? What you mean, like?
Like anything you do, like read, work out, meditate.
Yeah. I mean, I go to the gym a few times a week, try to work out. And as far as reading, I used to read a lot in high school, and then I made it out to college, and then it just kind of got in the way, because you don't really have a lot of time, kind of going through college. You focus on so many other different things, so that kind of fell off. But yeah, I probably read over 100 books throughout high school. So I mean, reading was a big part in high school. I don't really spend so much time doing that right now.
All right. Where do you see your career 5 years from now?
In 5 years, I mean, the whole game plan is to, in 5 years. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm planning on kind of just, I don't know how to word this, to be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, the whole goal is to. The whole goal, like, I don't want to like put numbers on it and be like, oh, I'm trying to get like millions of followers, but just try to become successful enough to kind of where I can make a living off of this, where I can just focus on the music and just go that, full time, be able to buy my own house because of the music, be able to, just live my life based off of, what I'm getting from the music. So. That's kind of focus right now, just to be able to kind of make a living off of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stay humble.
All right. And then what's like the best piece of business advice you got so far? Music advice.
The best piece of advice, as far as the business side, it's still something we're trying to tap into. To be honest with you, we're trying to break through, trying to make those connections. But as far as that, I know like the whole networking thing is kind of a big thing. That's kind of, you know, a recurring theme. Like people keep bringing that up, try to make those connections, try to get those networks, because that's kind of how things just tend to happen. That's just the way, you know, life works and things like that. So I mean, just trying to make better connections with people, try to network with them, and yeah, just go from there.
And then what would you like to say to your fans?
DRD, man, we got some new music coming out for y'all. So, you know, in the matter of, you know, a few weeks, we got this new single, Waste No Time, coming out. We actually shot the video on Cape Verde, the Cape Verdean Islands. So that's going to be coming out soon. We got another song called Shooters that's probably going to come out in July. So, I mean, you know, stay tuned for more, because there's a lot of music going to come out soon. So make sure y'all stay tuned.
All right, man. I want to say thanks for coming through politicking with me.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure.
You want to tell me your social media and everything?
With Instagram, you can find me at d.ardee. So DRD. That's kind of where, you know, I focus on, try to push the music on Instagram. I got other social media sites. Twitter is d_ARDEE music. Facebook, you can just find me at d.ardee. So, yeah, I mean, if you want to stay up to date with all the new stuff that I'm coming out with, definitely follow me on the Instagram, because that's kind of where I push a lot of my stuff at. So.
Nacho, headlight, clean. Oh, yeah. Headlight, clean. Ooh, red light, beam. Red right, green. Ooh, jet life, fiend. Ripping on a double cord. Hey, know I'm sipping on the lean. Running with the same squad. Hey, know we got the whole regime. Headlight, clean. Ooh, red light, beam. Red right, green. Ooh, jet life, fiend. Ripping on a double cord, hey, know I'm sipping on the lean. Running with the same squad, hey, know we got the whole regime. Young on the wild, young turn up. Lit. Rolling loud, burning up. Rolling loud with your bitch. Got tequila in the cup, and I got the bank tucked. Got an ego for the dog. Had to tell it with a whole lot of bitch wanna get a taste. Sipping dude say jumping on the bed, rubbing money on their face. All we wanna do is rob. They try to put me in a box. Hit it in the head harder than a kick when the beat drop. Hard like the 808. More stars in the rape. More M's in the Maybach. Couple millions in the safe. Yeah, you know that. I'm all about the cognac. Only way the was at. Leave 'em with a blown back. Headlight, clean. Red light, beam. Red right, green. Jet life, fiend. Ripping on a double cord. Know I'm sipping on the lean. Running with the same squad. Hey, know we got the whole regime. Headlight, clean. Red light, beam. Red right, green. Jet life, fiend. Ripping on a double cord. Know I'm sipping on the lean. Running with the same squad. Hey, know we got the whole regime. Man life, gal. My baby, bad. Yeah, I got good etiquette. Perfect grammar. Ain't a bitch with the kid. Got that hammer. Got your bitch, told her come again. All night, stamina. I got bras in Atlanta. My bitch from Kansas. All white like Hamptons. Bank account enhancing. Got the bag in, run the door. Kobe shake, then a double clutch. Got the wrist moving in a twist. James Harden, yeah, cook it up. Talking about crunch time. Yeah, the game is on the line. All the shit by design. I just need a cosign. High bitch like slime. Even though I'm laying low. Got your waiting on the lip. Yeah, she leave when I say so. Headlight, clean. Ooh, red light, beam. Red right, green. Ooh, jet life, fiend. Gripping on a double cord. Know I'm sipping on the lean. Running with the same squad. Hey, know we got the whole regime. Headlight, clean. Ooh, red light, beam. Red right, green. Ooh, jet life, fiend. Gripping on a double cord. Know I'm sipping on the lean. Running with the same squad. Hey, know we got the whole regime.
The PoPolitickin Show is brought to you by Audible. With over 180,000 titles to choose from, Audible is great for any continuous learner wanting to grow and expand their knowledge and insight. Go to www.audibletrial.com/POAudio and get an audiobook of your choice free with a 30-day trial. After the trial, your paid membership will begin at $14.95 per month. With your membership, you will receive 1 credit every month, good for an audiobook on Audible. Cancel before your trial ends and you will not be charged. So go to www.audibletrial.com/POAudio and download a free book by Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Napoleon Hill, Les Brown, Damon John, and more. Always remember that knowledge is power.